What's up, everybody? Some guy who cooks here, and today we're making a salad essential. We're making croutons from scratch. Now, I love croutons, always have, always will. Grew up loving croutons, but I grew up on those little crunchy ones that come in the boxes that you get at the store. It wasn't until I went to a place called Sam's Seltzers for the first time that I tried real croutons, and they were amazing, way better than anything you'll buy at the store, which is why we're gonna make them today using ciabatta bread. Ciabatta bread is perfect. It's got a great texture, so it'll have a nice little squish in the inside, you know, give it a little bit of a chew, but it's also a great flavor, plus it crisps up perfectly. Now, my first batch got a little too crispy. I heated that griddle up a little high. This is my test batch, but man, they are still delicious. So what I did, I turned my griddle down to 300. I had it up at 500. I thought that would be too much, but I wanted to try it anyway. And yeah, so it was too much. As you can see, there's some blackened seasoning there, but that's okay, because now I have it down to 300 and it should do just fine. And I gotta tell you, the flavor profile on this is perfect. So how do we get crispy croutons? In the past, when we wanted crispy bread, we'd use a little bit of mayonnaise, but that was just because of all the olive oil in it. This is our first ingredient right here, is the olive oil, and then we're gonna season it with a bunch of good stuff. And here it is, the olive oil, blub, 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 salt, pepper, lots and lots of garlic powder. Just look how beautiful it is. All right, so we take this good stuff and we paint it right onto our ciabatta. Sorry, my finger was there for a second. And hey, listen, when it comes to that oil stuff, don't be shy, pile it high. That is a lot of flavor, and we want that oil soaking into the bread as best as it can. We are now gonna chop these bad boys into cubes. Now you just chop those up, so there's gonna be some surfaces of bread that haven't touched oil, so go ahead and toss those cubes, all of them, into your bowl with the oil and spice and seasoning stuff mix. Oh baby, yeah. Oh yeah. Now you saw batch one. Let's see how batch two comes out now that I've lowered the temperature on the griddle. Toasting croutons on my Blackstone griddle. What do you think? Can I get a Grammy for that? Toasting croutons on my Blackstone griddle. No? Should I stick to the cooking, I guess? All right, let's go flip those croutons. Toss it up. Just kind of flip them as best you can, guys. Now already, these are looking way better than round one, but I will tell you this, guys. Round one is still pretty darn good. Yeah, it's a little burnt, but those flavors, are fantastic. So I know these are gonna turn out perfect, especially considering I, did a little trial and error. But that's what the kitchen is all about, is trial and error. I had a feeling that it was gonna be too hot, but I wanted to try anyway because I was being impatient and I wanted to cook them fast. So I've turned down the heat. They're toasting great. They're gonna taste a lot better than round one, as good as round one is. Let's turn down the music for a sec, guys, so you can hear the symphony orchestra of deliciousness. Now here's the deal, guys. Baking croutons is probably gonna give you the best results possible. However, I really wanted to see if we could do it on the Blackstone, and I'm very confident that we can. Just looking at how they're turning out right now, they're just about done. I'm gonna put them in a container and let them cool down for a second so that they can, crisp up. Even bacon needs time to crisp up once you're done cooking it. Like I said, this seems like it's gonna work just fine, and they're gonna be delicious. I know they are. In fact, I can already tell they're crisping up great, and they're not burning at this lower temperature. But if you want to play it safe, then you can always do it in the toaster or the oven. You just need to make sure you monitor that you don't burn them in there as well. The biggest key here is to monitor and go low and slow. You don't want to overdo it. That high heat will burn it quick and not give you what you want. Lower temperature though, that's going to give you the really nice crispy outside with a chewy center in those croutons. If you never had a crouton like that, it is fantastic. Yoink! Well, I missed one. I won't miss any more though. And I know I said I was gonna wait, but looky what we have here, it is a beautiful looking crouton. Still a little warm. Oh, but listen to that. Oh my gosh. Great crunch on the outside, as you can hear, plus a little bit of softness in the center. It is amazing. It is I gotta grab another one, you guys. I mean, these are phenomenal. Crispy, but soft and delicious. I haven't had a crouton like this in so long. And if you've ever been to Sam Seltzer's, you know how great their croutons are. People wait for their croutons, and they don't make it to the salad. The croutons just get eaten because they're that good. And you know what? These are too. Round one was a slight bust, but I could tell the flavor profile was on point, and boy, was it. Make these. I gotta stop eating them or they'll never make it to the Caesar salad that I'm making later this week. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment and share it with your friends. Some guy who cooks here. All right, just one more.